All right. Welcome to Sin Bin Stream. Today we continue with NFL football action. Chicago Bears at Green Bay Packers in Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Bears 9-3, Packers 8-3-1. And why is this not working on my phone? Let's try again. Are we live? Okay, we are. Just checking the audio. Hey, Gracie. Bills won, I saw. Hello. Just caught the end of that game. Watching 16 seconds to go here in Baltimore. Excuse me. Lamar in shotgun, back to pass at the 50, steps up to the 45, throws it, caught at the 30, and out of bounds by Andrews with 9 seconds to go. They got like a 3rd and 1. Down 5. They got to get a 30-yard touchdown here on this play or the next. Hey, Rhonda. All right, so hello. Gracie. Hello, Rhonda. Why are you rooting for the Bears? Pick 6 and an interception in 2 plays. Hello, Alejandro. Lamar back to throw. He's getting tripped up and sacked. That's going to be the game. He tried to throw it incomplete. I don't know if they're going to get one more playoff or not. That's it. Steelers win in Baltimore. Unbelievable. Wow. And Cincy lost to the Bills, so it's still going to be between Pittsburgh and Baltimore for the division. All right, we should be just about set to go in Lambeau. I'm good, Rhonda. Thanks. How are you? Chiefs, what are they tonight? Yeah, they host the Texans. Sunday night football is just tough. So I'm going to do Gonzaga men's basketball at 8. I don't know. Maybe it's a mistake, but we'll see. Yeah, I did see that play. It was 3rd and 15, and he got the first down that allowed them to kneel down. Yeah, I did catch that. That was great. Okay, let's make sure this is live and muted in case we go to music. Probably won't at halftime. Texans 7-5, Chiefs 6-6. Yep. 5-1 at home, I see. All right, we should be just about set for kickoff here. Thanks for being here. They're showing Micah Parsons warming up his helmet on the heater on the sidelines. 1 noon game still going, I guess. Titans 31, Browns 23. Just for draft positioning. Looks like the Browns have a 1st and goal on red zone at the 7. All right. McManus has it teed up. Packers are in green jerseys going. They'll be cooking. They'll be kicking it off right to left. Bears have their white jerseys. All right, here's the kick into the air. Taken back at the 5 by the Bears on the near numbers. Up to the 25, short of the 30, 1st and 10. Caleb Williams and company at 14:56. 1st and 10 coming up. All right, let's get the box score up for this game. We'll leave this as our scoreboard page to reference. Two other games in progress at this hour as well. All right. Handoff up the near hash mark for Swift. Give him a gain of 4 or 5, 2nd and 10, or 2nd and 5 coming up. Excuse me. Packers get Jaden Reed back. 14 and I'm gotta speed my clock up. Pardon me. Whoops, not that much. Pardon this. Back to pass. Williams throws left side, overshot and incomplete towards the sideline. 14-19 to go. 3rd and 5 for Chicago. Yeah, Swift up the middle for 5, and then intended target was Luther Burden on this last one, number 10. All right, 3rd and 5 coming up for Chicago. Williams in shotgun at their own 32.5-yard line. Got to get to the 43. Back to pass, looking, pressure, avoided it, stepped up on his feet. He picks it up and slides down near the 40, and they're going to throw a flag for Nixon hitting him late. But it was a late slide. I believe Nixon, not to make excuses, was already in the air to make the hit. No, take it back. Holding on the Bears. So we'll have 3rd and 15. All right, it was not a late hit on Caleb Williams. Instead, it was a holding call. Rashawn Gary drawing the flag. Oh, yeah. Wright had him wrapped up. Like he was a Christmas gift. I don't know where I was going with that. Clock rolling. 3rd and 15 back at their own 23. Shotgun back to pass. 4-man rush. Throws down the field. Overshot. Incomplete. No clue who the intended target was. 13:53. So a big holding penalty cost the Bears, and they'll have to send the punting unit on the field. Oh, what was the history? I didn't hear. Dobbs back to return the punt or the kick. Yeah, good luck. Hopefully it's a good game. Hopefully the Packers win. Snap, moves forward, kick in the air. Dobbs all the way back at his 15, returns it up the near numbers, 25-30, tripped up at the 31, 1st and 10, and a late flag as well. Oh, boy. Who's this on? 13:42 to go. The Raiders just tied it up against Denver. That game was 10-7 on a Thursday night. Now it's illegal block in the back on the Packers, of course, because our special teams are terrible. 7-7 Denver and Vegas after having a 10-7 game. So 1st and 10 Green Bay, but they will be backed up. Other game is Cardinals-Rams. 31-29. Cleveland must have gone for 2 and missed it, I take it. All right, Love back to pass. Throws to the near side. Welcome back, Jaden Reed, and he's turned out of bounds at about the 16. So about a gain of 5, 2nd and 5 coming up. Good to see Jaden Reed back on the field after shoulder and foot surgery. I think he heads to the sideline immediately. All right, 2nd and 4. They gave him 6 to the. It looks more like 5 to me, but handoff Jacobs up the far hash. He pops it out to the numbers past the 25, and a Packers 1st down. Clock rolling. 12:50 to go in the 1st. Love is 3-1 against the Bears. 70.5 completion percentage and 6 touchdowns, 1 pick against, again, Chicago in 4 games. From their own 26, Reed back in motion to the far side, Jacobs the deep back, 2 receivers. Now Reed back to this side. Hand off. Spin move by Jacobs. He gets maybe half a yard. Probably no gain. 2nd and 10. Bears had it pretty well covered at the line of scrimmage. First QB to throw 20 passing touchdowns and rush for 10 touchdowns in 3 consecutive seasons. Gotcha. Thanks. Go Bears. There's something to cheer for this year. Well, hopefully not for long. Back to pass. Love. Throws. Caught. That's another first down. That is Luke Musgrave for about 10 to the far numbers. First down. Go, Pack, go. Love dropped straight back, got pressured immediately, and he found Musgrave up the seam near the far side numbers and taken down. Just past the 35. It's probably like the 36 or 37. They say 36. All right, handoff to Reed, though, around to the near sideline, out of bounds after a gain of at least 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. Let me try to sync up the clock. Excuse me. Yeah, that was Musgrave for 10 yards. Gardner Johnson on the tackle. They still, 2nd and 3. They had it on the field only. So a gain of 7 on that carry by Reed. Play clock at 1. And did they get it off on time? Jacobs runs it for 1, maybe 2. It'll be 3rd and at least 1. Near the 40-yard line. Might be 2. I don't know. Fox is no help. They finally put 3rd and 1. Oh, yeah, every time I change this page, it's going to put that down there. Well, not now, but 9:52 to go, first quarter. 3rd and 1 for the Pack. They got to get to the 41. They're inside their own 40. Fake the handoff, rolls, dumps it off, caught by Reed, and just stepped out of bounds after getting the first down. I think Love wanted to go deep, but ended up just taking the dump off to Reed for the first down. They faked the handoff to Jacobs, so play action. He rolled it left or to the near side. Brisker was in his face, and he dumped it off to Reed, who caught it, took a couple steps, and went out of bounds. Just enough for the first down as the drive continues. 4 run plays, 3 pass plays so far. 1st and 10 at their own 47. Back to pass. Love caught by Watson inside Bears territory. That's a gain of 4 or 5. 2nd and we'll see coming up. 2nd and 4. They gave him a gain of 6. 8:40 to go, first quarter. Bears started with the ball. Holding penalty backed them up. Had to send the punting unit on. Packers took over, I think, at their own 11 after illegal block in the back on the return. In motion, Fitzpatrick. They fake the handoff. They end up handing it to Jacobs. He gets maybe a yard, which will bring up 3rd and at least 3. So we are getting close to 8 minutes to go in the first period. Bills coach has won 95, 3rd most NFL history, and coach first 9 seasons. Gotcha. And yet everybody still wants him fired from time to time. 7:45 to go, first quarter. Shotgun. Hand off to Jacobs to the near sideline. Turns the corner. Does he have enough for the first down? We'll see if they give it to him. They do. 1st and 10. He got taken out of bounds. Kind of way out of bounds. Don't think the Packers sideline was too thrilled, but I don't know. It was like a shoulder pad grab. Turned them in. All right, just inside the Bears' 43-yard line for Green Bay. 2 receivers each side. Looks like Wilson is the deep back. They hand it to Wilson between the near numbers and near hash. He gets about 6. Packers on the ground. So 2nd and 4 coming up. Under 7 to go in the first quarter. Yeah, it was a handoff between the numbers and the hash. Packers go a little bit of hurry up. Back to pass. Looking as Love. Pressure on. He's going to be sacked back inside Packer territory at the 48. 3rd and forever. Ugh, needed to get rid of that. We'll see where they mark it. That was a huge sack by the Bears defense. 98. I think that's Sweat. ESPN says 3rd and 17. Yeah, Fox. Oh, boy. 5 away from 100. Yep. 5 on the play clock. Shotgun. Back to pass. Looking. Throws down the field. Picked off by the Bears. Return to the far numbers at the 50, 45, 40, near the 35. I have no clue where Love was going with that ball. That was awful. They've been so good at not turning the ball over. And the one thing the Bears do well is force turnovers. No, C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Jeez. No idea who the intended target was. I don't know if he just didn't see him. He thought he had Golden open, and I think he threw it well short. He took it all the way back to the Green Bay 34, 30-yard return on top of it. They said that was for Reed. I have no idea where that factors in. Like, who was that? Like, on the field, I thought he was going for Watson deeper. All right, Packers defense has a challenge on their hands. The Bears already have it. No, it's at the 36. I was going to say, I did not think they had the 34. Fake the handoff. Williams back to pass. Throws down the field. Caught for the first down at the 20. And maybe fumbled. What are they calling? They have not signaled. Clock is stopped at 5:36. No idea whose ball this is. They're going to say the Bears recovered it? Are we sure he even had it? It was Loveland. Packers ripped it. Williams ripped it out late. Well, then it's got to be back where he was down at the 20. They shouldn't get these extra 4 or 5 yards. And LaFleur is going to challenge. I don't know if there's going to be enough to overturn this, though. They have not really had a definitive look at it yet. So the Packers have challenged the ruling on the field. I mean, if he's down, I guess they're trying to say Williams ripped it away before Loveland was down. I don't know. We'll see what they call. Let's see. 1, 2. Wait a minute. Did I forget to? No, I've got the. Okay, 1 second. Sorry, I'm trying to figure something out here. Make sure that's muted too. All right. Should be good. Okay, we should be good. Waiting on this replay. Here it is on Red Zone. Yeah, watching a replay on Red Zone. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be hard to rule this. It's if they're probably just gonna stay with what was called on field tonight. You need the Chiefs to win. Oh, because they're playing the Texans as far as wild card for the Bills. Yeah, I get that. Well, we'll see what they call. Still waiting. We're just coming back from commercial break. Yep, still. Denver's got a 3rd and 8. Wait, what? Are they going to call it incomplete? How is that incomplete? The ball never hit the ground. So I guess it's 2nd and 10 Bears. How is that incomplete? Williams had the ball. I think the Bears just false started on top of that. Strange call. It's almost like they compromised. It's like, so Loveland just compounded his drop and did a false start. They put 5:42 on the clock. 2nd and 15 now after the false start. So they ruled it incomplete when the ball never touched the ground. I can't say I've ever seen that. Back to pass. Williams dumps it off. Incomplete. So 3rd and 15 at 5:37. I don't understand that call. So, I mean, he got 2 steps but didn't, while he was trying to secure the catch and take the 3rd step or the move, whatever they call it, the ball got jarred loose. But then Evan Williams had the ball. So how is that not an interception? I don't understand how that's ruled I mean, at least the Packers can still challenge, but how is that not an interception, let alone a fumble? All right, in shotgun, he motions Swift out to the side. Pressure up the middle by Parsons, thrown down the field out of bounds to nobody. Nobody in the vicinity at 5:31. And the Packers defense gets a much-needed stop, aided by a challenge. Yeah, Parsons got held, too. Absolutely had his arm tied behind his back by the Bears O-lineman, and they're actually going to punt. I mean, I suppose it's windy, but they're at the 41, 4th and 15. The kick is in the air. Fair catch by Dobbs at the 10 or 11. 1st and 10 Green Bay at 5:24. So I still don't quite understand that call, how that wasn't an interception for the Packers, but they'll take it that they stopped the Bears. Yeah, I figured it was wild card. I mean, man, I can't stand that the Patriots are going to win that division. Didn't you say they were off this week too? The bye week? Wonder if this is I got to look at the bye weeks. 7-3 Cardinals in Arizona. Wow. And the wow, they have a 3rd and 12 at their own 29. Broncos Raiders tied. 10:03 to go in the second. 1st and 10 for the Raiders at their own 5, though. Packers have the ball at their own 11 now after the punt. Why is it saying... Yeah, this thing keeps resetting. But no score at Lambeau so far. Love is 4 of 5, 23 yards and the pick. He's taken a 14-yard sack. Jacobs 5 carries, 16 yards. Reed 1 for 7. Wilson 1 for 5. Musgrave a catch for 10. Reed 2 catches for 7. Watson 1 for 6. Williams is 0 for 5. No turnovers or sacks. Swift 1 carry for 5. And that's it. The pick was by C.J. Gardner-Johnson, return of 28. I can show the timeouts if I need to there. When we got a first touchdown, we went for 2 and made it. Oh, yeah, I only saw the very end. All right, Packers offense needs to get a drive going and finish it with points, preferably a touchdown. Need to play from the lead. Where's the Bears? Take care of the football. Can't turn it over. They caught a break that the Bears didn't cash in. All right, backed up, though, in their own territory. 1st and 10. 16 degrees, feels like 6, I think they just said, in Green Bay. All right, under center. Handoff to Jacobs to the far numbers, over the 15 to the 16. About a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Packers. 5:09 to go, first quarter. For the Bills, win made up for the Sabres loss. Yeah, that was, tough loss. And then Winnipeg, so that was Friday. They lost to Winnipeg. And then Edmonton just smoked the Jets last night. Like 6-2. In shotgun, 2 backs with him. Throws down the field to Watson at the 30, taken down about the 35. 1st and 10, Green Bay. Good inside move. Caught it in stride and to the middle of the field and tackled long after he got the first down. 61-5 in yards thus far. Packers over the Bears. Back to pass. Love down the field. Caught by Musgrave at the Bears 30. Bears are saying incomplete, but it looked like to be a good catch. Musgrave stretched out to get it. Hopefully the Packers will hurry up so there's no challenge. Of course, the camera failed to show the ball. Yeah, Packers went hurry up and the Bears challenge, so maybe Luke trapped this one. I don't know. We didn't get a good look at it. I'm assuming the Bears, I think this was incomplete. I don't know. We didn't get a good look at it on TV. They show a replay and you don't even see the ball in frame. And now we're going to go to a timeout. All right, well, let's go through the early scores real quick. Of course, Thursday night, Lions 44, Cowboys 30. In Minnesota, Vikings 31, Commanders nothing. Daniels was back. I don't know how much if he played the whole game or not. They got shut out, though. Seahawks win in Atlanta 37-9 over the Falcons. In Baltimore, Steelers win 27-22. In Jacksonville, Jaguars all over the Colts 36-19. Daniel Jones was injured. Yeah, somebody said maybe an Achilles, I think, or maybe, I don't know. In Tampa, the Saints win 24-20. Wow. That's an upset. Dolphins win in New Jersey 34-10 over the Jets. Titans hold on in Cleveland and win 31-29 for their second win of the year. I think everybody else has at least 3. Bills in Buffalo win 39-34 over the Bengals. Texans Chiefs tonight. Monday night is Eagles in Los Angeles against the Chargers. Oh, that game's actually on ABC. Well, I think we're going to do hockey. Cardinals up 7-3 on the Rams at home. Broncos and Raiders tied in Vegas 7-7. Still waiting on this review. Excuse me. All right, here's the view. Where did it hit the ground? Where? Whatever. I mean, again, we're back to what's a catch, what isn't a catch. So Green Bay will have 2nd and 10. So wipe out the catch by Musgrave. Incomplete. From their own 35, 2nd and 10. In shotgun. Back to pass. Love looking to the far side. Dumps it off to Jacobs for 5 at the 40. Taken down at the 41, but hold on. There's a flag. This is probably coming back. Great. Face mask. Not just holding a face mask. So 2nd and 25 coming up. Must have been on... Oh, Banks. Great. Yep, he turned Jarrett's head sideways, so that was an easy call. That was the right call. Packers shooting themselves in the foot. And I think, wow, I thought Zach Tom false started. Reed gets a short pass for maybe 6. It's going to be 3rd and at least 19. I think Zach Tom got away with a false start. The right tackle. Didn't see that, like, the Bears pointed or anything, but 3rd and 19. Love and shotgun, 2 receivers each side. Dobbs to the near side. Back to pass. Looking. Rolls to the left. Throws down the field. Overshot. He had Dobbs wide open, and he threw it too high. And the Packers will have to send Dan Whelan and company onto the field to send the ball back to the Bears. Man, Dobbs was wide open, and Love on the run to the near sideline missed him. Gotta have it. You don't pick up 3rd and 19s every day, and quarterback overthrows the ball. Had a decent shot at picking that up. Here's the snap. Whelan moves forward. Kick is in the air. Inside the 20 at the 19. Returned to the near numbers at the 25 and taken down First and 10, Caleb Williams and company. With 3:01 to go, first quarter. This has been a slow start with all these punts. And the 2 reviews. Wow, shoot. Do you think Kansas City Chiefs will make the playoffs? Let's look at the standings. I hope not. Don't let Rhonda hear that. But oh, forget it. We'll just go to it's much easier to find the standings on ESPN. All right, AFC. So you got Patriots, Bills, Steelers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if the Colts don't drop out of it. 6, 7. Yeah, as of now, no. But you got, if the Colts fall out of the picture, yeah, they still got to climb past the Texans, though. I mean, tonight would go a long way in helping that, wouldn't it? A big win over the Texans. Yeah, that's it. Wow, tonight's got a lot riding on it, actually. I hope they don't. I think they won't. So hopefully, yeah, 1, 2. Hopefully this holds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 from every division except for the North. It would be my hope, and that would eliminate the Chiefs for once and for all. Yeah, if they beat the Texans, though, then they only need the Colts to slip up, and they'd only be a game behind the Colts. As it is, even if the Texans lose, they'll only be a game behind the Colts as well. But obviously they would lose any tiebreaker with the Chiefs. I do not care what coat or whatever Tom Brady is wearing. Can we please get back to the game? Broncos have a 14-7 lead over the Raiders. Okay, we really need to get him off the screen for crying out loud. Raiders ball, first and 10 at their own 42, though. Rams took the lead 10-7. Arizona second and 6 at their own 22. All right, Bears first and 10 at their own 25. 3:01 to go. Under center, Williams, receiver in motion, handoff to Swift, up the numbers, up the middle. Up the hash marks, up the middle, and a long gain. Second and short coming up. Let's guess about 2. Second and 3. Man, Fox is so slow on putting the down and distance up. It's ridiculous. All right, Bears from their own 32. Second and 3. Williams under center, I formation behind him. The deep back Swift gets the handoff, has the first down, and across to the 37-yard line, first and 10, Chicago. Clock rolling as we get down to 2:10 remaining first quarter. All right, Bears break the huddle. Still 15 on the play clock. Under center, Williams. Receiver in motion, Loveland. Deep back, Swift. Faked the handoff. Parsons in his face. Flipped it off. And caught by 81. Is that Smythe? For a gain of about 3 or 4. Say second and 7, I think. Who is that guy? Yeah, Durham Smythe, number 81. I was say that looks like second and 7. ESPN had second and 8 for some reason. Williams under center. Komet in motion to the lining up over the left, next to the left tackle. Handoff Swift. Met at the line of scrimmage. He falls forward for a yard or two, though. So 3rd and about 5 coming up for the Bears. Under a minute to go, first quarter. They're saying 3rd and 7? No gain? I thought he fell forward. I mean, I would have thought at least a yard. I thought 3rd and 6 at the most, but 3rd and 7. Apparently no gain at the 40. This is 6.5. This is not 7. In shotgun, 3 on the play clock. Shotgun, back to pass. Williams pressured up the middle. Lobs one up. Incomplete, out of bounds. Threw it away. 4th and 7 with 18 seconds to go. Packers brought pressure up the middle, and he had to get rid of it. And the punting unit will take the field. I'm assuming Parsons was going up the middle, but it was 2 players. Oh, it's true. I think like the whole country gets this game except for Chicago, Arizona. I just remembered the viewing map. There's the snap. Taylor kicks it. It's up the sideline and out of bounds, or into the end zone and through the end zone and out of bounds is what I'm trying to say. 1st and 10 at the 20 for Green Bay. You know, a bit of a mistake there on that. On the kick by the punter there. Should have been able to pin the Packers deep and failed to do so. First and 10 at their own 20 with 9 seconds to go. Excuse me, first quarter. Broncos-Raiders was a 3:05 game, so of course they're closer to half. Rams-Cardinals just about to start the second quarter. All right, Love and company on the field. Parsons talking to Cooper on the sideline. Love breaks the huddle. Still 15 on the play clock. Jacobs to the deep back. Watson in motion to the near side. Handoff. Jacobs up the middle. Drives forward past the 25. Near the 26. Pile collapses after about a gain of 7. That'll be the end of the first quarter. Should be 2nd and 3 coming up once we resume. No score after 1. I probably should refill my water. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Yep, 2nd and 3 at the Packers' 27-yard line when we resume in the second quarter. Let me get some water. Is that Brissett back to pass? Caught for the first down at the Rams' 40. Down 10-7. Wilson on the catch. All right, be right back. All right, we are back. Oh, you know what? We haven't checked on the NHL today. Yep, no NHL today. Feels weird. I mean, that I'm broadcasting due to the Bears-Packers game and due to the local blackout. Oh, there are no early games. They're just about to start. No. Yeah, we did have one. In Philly, Avalanche win their second straight. 3-2 Avalanche over the Flyers. Couturier opened the scoring with his 5th. Brent Burns tied it. Brock Nelson gave the Avs 2-1 lead. And then a 3-1 lead. Nikushkin Konechny at 5:58 of the second. Scoreless the rest of the way. Wow. More than half the game was scoreless. Yeah, again, blackout. Unless I could get the Ducks feed. If I knew for sure if I could, I would do that game tonight. But I assume that game's going to be blacked out. The 6, I wouldn't get Golden Knights Rangers, and the 6 o'clocks will start before, this game's going to be over. Sharks Hurricanes and Islanders Panthers just about to start. All right, more on that later. All right, 2nd and 3 for the Packers. Going left to right this quarter in green. Under center, handoff, Jacobs cuts it up the middle, falls forward past the 32 for another Packer first down. Oops, now we got it. Oh, okay. Oops, forgot the Packers helmet and football. Oh, I forgot to put the helmets up. I'll have to fix that in a minute. Shot. Oh, fake the handoff, rolls to the far side, lobs one up to, I think, Fitzpatrick, who takes it to the 40 for about a gain of 8, bringing up a 2nd and 2 for Green Bay. All right, what are we doing here? Still showing the replay of the previous play. All right, under center. Jacobs up the gut, does not get it. Packers will have at least a 3rd and 1. Might have been no gain. We'll see if they give him a yard. It's either 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 1. All right, they're saying 3rd and 1. All right, big play. They're in their own territory. 3rd and 1. Don't want to give this ball back immediately. Excuse me. 3rd and 1 from their own 41. Under center. Love. Dobbs to the near side. Handoff up the middle. Jacobs gets it to the 45 and to the 48. And another Packers first down. All right. 1 second. Totally forgot the helmets. Haven't done football since Thanksgiving, so. All right, we'll fix it in a minute. Jacobs getting a breather on the sideline means Wilson is behind Love in shotgun. Golden in motion to the far side. Shotgun. Fake. No, he did give the handoff to Wilson. He gets maybe to the 50 for 2, bringing up 2nd and 8. Let's see. Did I get them? How's that? That looks all right, I think. Goal, Paca's goal. Arnold voice. Hello, Alex. Thanks for being here. 2nd and 8. 11:45 to go in the 3rd. Wicks in motion to the far side. Love in shotgun. Back to pass. Looking, dumps it off, caught by Fitzpatrick to the Bears 45, should be about 3rd and 3. About a 5-yard gain. Oh, Fox says 3rd and 2. That's a very long 2. Under 11:20 now to go. 2nd quarter, scoreless thus far. Bears were closest to scoring. The Packers challenged what they thought was going to be an interception or a fumble, and it just got ruled to an incomplete pass, which helped. And then the throw down the field, caught. That is who's that 3rd string tight end? I'm sorry. They haven't gone to him yet today. That's why I'm blanking on his name. At any rate, it's a first down after a long catch down the near side numbers. Love rolled to his right. Chip block by Wild. Is it Wiley? I think it's Wiley. All right, so Josh Wiley, a 21-yard gain and a first down. Huge play. They're at the Bears 23. Handoff to Jacobs, who's back in. No gain. 2nd and 10. Stuffed immediately. I think by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Jeez Louise. He got cut. They picked him up off waivers, I think. $124 yards for the Packers, 20 for the Bears. Bears had a big holding call, too. That's what ended that drive for the Bears. And the Bears also punted when they were at the – I mean, they had like a 4th and 15 at the Packer 41. And they punted it into the end zone, I think. Or that was the last one, not that one. Love rolls to the near numbers, throws it out of bounds to avoid the rush at 9:25 and a flag on the play. See what this is for. All right, what's the call? It's 2nd and 10, or was 2nd and 10. Because Jacobs got no gain. They picked up the flag. Okay, 3rd and 10. What? Well, sure looked like Luke Musgrave was being held, but they picked it up. I guess they assumed the ball was uncatchable. I'm thinking Love may have tossed it there thinking he'd get the call, but I think he was just getting rid of it to avoid the rush. All right, 3rd and 10. Big play at the Bear 23. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. He's got a back with him in shotgun. Looks like Brooks. Shotgun, back to pass. Love looks, throws down the middle. Caught by Watson for the touchdown. He caught it at about the 2 and continued into the end zone. Packers up 6-0 on Chicago at 9:19 of the second quarter. Finally, Darian Kennard. That was the previous play. Good protection by the Packers line. Single coverage against Watson, and the Love made him pay. 31 was on the coverage for the Bears. And that's a Green Bay touchdown. Snap, hold, kick is on the way, and good by McManus. 7-0 Green Bay. Finally, on 3rd and 10, and Love burned the Bears defense, made them pay for single coverage on Christian Watson. Timeout on the field. All right, that is what we needed. About time. Man, how many? That was 23 yards. What am I saying? We knew what it was. Yeah, he threw it, basically caught it at the 2, and then just had to take a couple steps towards the near sideline and get it in. So let's see, who was that on the coverage? I mean, not his fault. Kevin Byard the third. I mean, he had one-on-one coverage and could only be close to Watson for so long. Sweat has the sack for the Bears. That's their only tackle for loss. Packers don't have any tackles for losses or sacks. But Love is 10 for 14, 106 yards, a touchdown and a bad pick with that one sack. 55 yards rushing combined by the team, 11 for 41 led by Jacobs. Watson now is 3 for 48, the touchdown, 23 yards. Bears, Williams 1 for 7 for 2 yards. That was Durham Smythe. And Swift has 4 carries for 18 yards. So Packers D is doing well. Again, the Bears had a holding call that wiped out their best drive after that interception, because there was a big return on that interception. I got something on the tablet. Couldn't get it. All right. Yeah, Watson. Somebody was covering nobody on the near side. Somebody tripped at the line, and then the Packers blocked another guy over the trip player. So looks like the Bears are switching cleats. You guys play on grass in Soldier Field. You'd think they'd have a better handle on it than most teams. Return from the near numbers over the 20, 25, taken to about the 26 for Chicago. 1st and 10, Caleb Williams and company. 9:14 to go. Second quarter, they're only down a touchdown. First player in NFL history with 12-plus sacks in each of his first 5 seasons, Micah Parsons. Wait, White didn't do that? I guess he didn't. I knew he was tied with White on some numbers, but I guess maybe it's the 12 that's the key. Maybe Reggie had like 10 or 11 one year in his 5th or something. All right. At the 26, handoff. Far hash gets it out to at least the 29. Should be about 2nd and 7 after a gain of 3, maybe a gain of 4. 3 straight punts for the Bears. Yeah, that holding call is what stalled the drive after that pick. That was a huge call, because Caleb had scrambled for the first down and it got wiped out by a holding call. So that really hurt the Bears' offense. Deep back under center is Williams. In motion was Loveland. Handoff up the hash mark. Gain of about 4. Should be about 3rd and 3 coming up. Clock rolling, under 8.5 to go. Second quarter. It is 3rd and 3. Bears at their own 33. Big play coming up. All right, they got to get to the Packers to their own 36. Shotgun. Fake the handoff, rolls to the far sideline. Gary there, throws downfield, caught for the first down. Wide open, number 10. 1st and 10 for the Bears. I believe they are going hurry up. They need more out of Rashawn Gary. Man, Parsons can't do it all himself. It's just unfortunate that Lucas Van Ness has been injured most of the year. Luther Burden on the catch for 12, his second target. Bears get a much-needed first down. We're under 7.5 to go in the second quarter. Fakes the handoff, rolls to the far side, under pressure, just throws it away. Short of the line of scrimmage, DJ Moore. It was well short of DJ Moore, but he did have to throw across his body, so no grounding on Williams. 2nd and 10. Who got in there? It was Nixon. For some reason, I thought it was a different number. I should have realized it was Nixon. Parsons would have been there, but Nixon was there first. I think Parsons was making sure to get him at the sideline in case Nixon may have missed. But Loveland in motion to the far side. It's a toss up the middle. Not knocked down. He scrambles. He got back to his feet and picked up an extra yard to the outside. Gain at 2, but that'll be 3rd and 8 coming up. Good extra effort by Parsons. Wow. That was a hit by who is that? Manungai. I don't know if he put his helmet into Cooper or what. Oh, Nixon had illegal hands to the face. I guess because it was the chin strap, I guess, instead of the... All right, the clock is stopped. Did we have... Yeah, we had a penalty. Oh, they never put a flag up on Fox. They just must have announced the penalty. So it must have been illegal hands to the face on Nixon. So they did see it. All right, 6:45. Bears get a first down on a penalty. Handoff right up the middle. Manungai for 2 to the Packer 46, 2nd and 8. All right. Well, they never put the flag down, but they missed I think a piece of Cooper's helmet flew out. Yeah, Manungai, I don't know if he lowered his head or not. I thought they were outlawing that. I didn't get a good look at it. But Parsons was being held on that play. They conveniently ignored that. Actually, they gave him a gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Handoff, I think Manungai again between the hash and the outside numbers. Gain of 3 maybe, so it should be about 3rd and 4. Under 6 minutes to go, second quarter. Yeah. Finally. I mean, they need it. They need to. They can't let him run all over him either. Handoff. Manungai, he's very close, but I think it's going to be 4th and inches. I do not think he got the first down. If he got it, that would be a very generous spot. I actually think they marked him a little bit shorter than where he had gotten to, but it's 4th and less than 1. It's 4th and inches. Bears will stay on the field with their offense, and rightfully so. Under 5 now, second quarter. I just don't remember seeing Fox put a flag graphic up for that Nixon illegal hands to the face. Fake the handoff to Swift. Williams on the keeper to the far sideline, steps out of bounds. 1st and 10 Bears. Nobody could get him. He was too quick to the sideline. He faked the handoff to Swift. Swift made McDuffie cover him in coverage. Gary couldn't get there, and McDuffie chased him out of bounds. Yeah, McDuffie couldn't just let Swift go uncovered, so a good play design by the Bears. 1st and 10 at the Packer 34. Come on, defense. Toss to Manungai. It should be no gain. 2nd and 10. 4 minutes to go for second quarter. How are they giving him 1 yard? At what point did he cross the line of scrimmage? We got pushing and shoving. They're going to have to stop the clock. 3:41. I did not... Fox cut to it way late. So no idea what was going on. Valentine and... Had to be taunting. Oh, Bears put a hand in the face of Nixon, and I think the favor was returned. Yeah, that's Valentine and Burden were Mixing it up. Fisticuffs, yeah. Great. So they only got the retaliation. They got Nixon. Unbelievable. Even though Burden did the exact same thing. You have got to be freaking kidding me. That is terrible. Why did Nixon... Burden put his hand on Nixon's throat, and they missed that. And I think... Oh, did Nixon get tossed? Just want to know if Nixon got tossed. Did they give him 2 personal fouls? Or are they just saying 2 on this drive, I think? Oh, unreal. Toss and stuffed. I don't know what they were doing. Moore got a quick pass like he was going to do a reverse. And Brooks was there to blow it up. The Packers needed that, as the Bears have great field position. Yeah, it was just kind of a toss ahead. So it was technically a pass, but Brooks blew it up. I think Brooks just got back this week, too. Yeah, it was DJ Moore. So 6-yard loss, 2nd and 16 in shotgun. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 in motion to the far side. He has a back with him in shotgun. Handoff, Manungai gets more than the 6, so 3rd and less than 10, probably 8. 2:22 in the second quarter, first half. It is 3rd and 8. Yeah, what a guess. My eyes don't deceive me. Well, the thing is did Nixon get tossed? Just unnecessary roughness. So, again, the Bears were mixing it up too. I don't understand that. Burden, only the retaliation. Burden put his hand around Nixon's throat. But that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. I don't get it. I guess you're allowed to grab people's throats as long as you don't throw a punch. But a big 3rd and 8 coming up. Yeah, I love the word fisticuffs. That's such a good word. 14-7 Denver at halftime in Vegas. 17-10 Rams over the Cardinals, also at the 2-minute warning. Oh, I just saw the pick 6 by the Bills. That was a bad pass to the flat by Burrow. Oh, my goodness. He was trying to go to Chase, and it was housed by Benford. Benford, right? Yeah, 63 yards. Wow. Fisticuffs is a good song by Primus, too. It's also why I like it. All right, out of the 2-minute warning, Jacoby Brissett in shotgun, 3rd and 10 at their own 35. Back to pass, launches it down the field, overshot his intended target. Punting unit will take the field on 4th and 10. How do they figure... Was Fox wrong on 3rd and 16? Was it not that... Or 2nd and 16? Yeah, it was only a 4-yard loss, so it should have been 2nd and 14. And then Manungai just got 6 to make it 3rd and 8. All right. Yeah, they were way off. There's no snow on the ground, Fox. I don't know why they can't get it correct. Cardinals punted it inside the Rams' 10. Packers lead 7-0, but just, I don't know, can't get out of their own way. Penalties are killing them, offense and defense. So the Bears, man, they're already at the 16. Thanks to some crap I mean, self-inflicted personal fouls or 15-yard penalties, but man, I don't blame Nixon for being upset and getting a personal foul when a guy grabs him by the throat. 16 degrees, feels like 7 in Lambeau. Caleb in shotgun, back to pass, rushes on, dumped off. Swift takes it for maybe a yard down to the 15 between the hash mark and the far numbers. 4th and at least 7, we'll say. I assume they'll send the kicking unit on. Kicking unit on. Cold enough for snow. We are currently colder than Green Bay. Yeah. We had a lot of snow. I had to shovel today. Luckily, it wasn't too heavy. It was fluffy. It did stick to the shovel a little and got the neighbors to plow out the end of the drive and the sidewalk where the plows had packed it in. Snap, hold, kick is up and good from 33 yards. Bears are on the board. 1:14 to go in the second quarter. Bears will kick off. And the Packers get the ball to start the second half, keep in mind. So they could get a little double up here. Yeah, because the Bears had to punt on their first drive. Packers gave it right back on an interception, though. Last 2 drives, touchdown, field goal. Touchdown Packers to Watson, field goal by the Bears. Ow. All right. Just the 1 turnover and the 1 sack, both by the Bears defense. Packers finally got a tackle for loss. Brooks on that pass to Moore. That's his only target. Oh, no, second target. Only catch. 1 for -4. I don't know. I don't get how Burden is allowed to grab Nixon by the throat and not get flagged. At least offsetting. That's what happened. I still never saw what Nixon did other than maybe, bop heads with him. But Burden's the one that grabbed Nixon by the throat. I mean, you could have easily said offsetting like taunting or something, but I don't know. I don't get it. It's a big reason why the Bears got at least 3 points there, I don't know. Yeah. It's not flag worthy in a football game, though, apparently. I don't get it. Packers got the stop, though. Didn't let the Bears finish the drive off. They had even gotten into the red zone, but held them to a 33-yard field goal by Santos. Let's see the other Rams. Under a minute to go. They have a 1st and 10 at the Cardinal 44, though. Up 7. Again, 49 seconds to work with. All right. Santos has it teed up. He is set. Chicago kicking off after the field goal. Both teams, all 3 timeouts for the first half. And that is nowhere near. Santos hit a ground ball that maybe made the 30. It was at least 10 yards short. Packers will take it. 1st and 10 at their own 40 and a minute 14 to go. Not sure what he was trying to do. Maybe it made it further than the 30. I don't know. All right, 1st and 10, Green Bay, excellent field position. All right, we got Musgrave, and they cut away from the huddle. Musgrave, okay, Dobbs and Reed to the near side. 2 receivers to the far side. One of them's Musgrave. Reed in motion to the far side. Handoff to Jacobs up the middle for maybe 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 1:03 to go in the first half. Shotgun, Love back to pass. 4-man rush. Throws, caught by Musgrave at the Bears 44. I think Jacobs wanted a penalty on top of that. I was going to say the Packers should use a timeout. They've got 3. Or did they want to go hurry up? Did they think Musgrave dropped it again? Still never really understood why that one was called incomplete. Nope. Musgrave had that one secured the whole way. Would have to be a booth review anyways. Both teams challenged and won in the first period or first quarter, so they have one left. Or wait, is it if you get 2 right, you get a bonus third? I don't remember. Do they still do that? They put 1 second back on the clock. Again, Packers took their first timeout. 2 remaining. Bears have all 3. Packers have a 1st and 10 at the Bears, like 44 or 45 after the catch by Musgrave. Near hash mark, 3 receivers bunched to the far side. Shotgun, Love back to pass, looking, dumps it off, dropped by Musgrave, which is fine because it stops the clock. It would have been a short gain. They would have had to burn another timeout. 2nd and 10 coming up. Trying to get the football more visible, but it's impossible. There we go. All right, 2nd and 10. 3 receivers again to the far side. Back to pass. Looking. Throws long. Down the field. Open. Caught for the touchdown. Bo Melton. In the end zone for 45 yards. Wow, with 38 seconds to go. And the Packers are making the Bears secondary pay downfield. Bo Melton, supposed to be a corner this year, but he's been playing more and more wide receiver. Yeah, just nobody had him. Like I guess it was a zone. Johnson had somebody else, late coverage. And here's the snap. The kick is up by McManus, and it is good. A deeper strike than the first one. Melton actually had to wait for it a little bit in the end zone. I don't think anybody had him. They like Bo so much that they cut Malik Heath when they brought back Jaden Reed from the IR. As Reed had been out since he got injured in week 2. He already was trying to play through a foot injury, and then he got a shoulder injury, so he had surgery on both. The Rams got another touchdown. They lead 24-10. Arizona will probably kneel the last play of the first half, but we'll see. Bo Melton, 45 yards. Nice. Packers take the 14-3 lead. That's the way you answer the field goal. So here's your corner / wide receiver for the touchdown. Good old number 16. Changed his number. I'm trying to remember. I think he might have been 80 when he was just a receiver. His brother, of course, plays corner for the Cardinals, Max Melton. I think it's his older brother. I think they both wear 16 now, if I'm not mistaken. What a play, man. Packers needed that. Yep, right down the middle again, too. That's where the what was it, 23 yards to Watson was as well. So Love must have quite a bit of passing yards now. 163, 12 of 17, 1 of the 5 was a pick. Wasn't caught. That was a bad pass. Packers have 58 yards on the ground, 44 by Jacobs on 12 carries, long of 10. 45-yarder, Melton's only target and catch for the touchdown. Watson had one for 23. He leads with 3 catches. Reed has 3 for but only 13 yards. One of them was a first down. It was a short one, and they needed it though. Yeah, busted coverage by the Bears. The safeties were on other players. Again, they had, I don't know who they were covering that, the safeties' attention was on other receivers, and Melton was just wide open. Kick by McManus is in the air. Returned by the Bears at about the 5 to the right up the middle on the hash marks to the 26. Packers think they recovered a fumble, and the lines, one of the refs just put the fumble flag down. They have to unpack the pile. This could be a turnover if the Bears didn't fall on it. They gave it to the Bears. Oh, they caught a much-needed break there. That might have been game, set, match if the Packers had gotten a touchdown off a fumble. I think he was down. I don't think that would have been a fumble upon review either. Very odd call. I'm pretty sure his knees were down. I don't know why. All right, Bears have 3 timeouts, but only 33 seconds to work with, and they're at their own 26-yard line. And, okay, Caleb Williams in shotgun, 3 receivers to the far side, 4-man rush. Throws to the far sideline. Loveland catches it, goes out of bounds. 1st and 10 Bears. 27 seconds to go. Again, all 3 timeouts. All right, don't get too soft and let them get in field goal range and make it a 8-point halftime lead. Certainly don't let them go deep, and you got to keep them out of the end zone, but let's not just automatically let up a field goal attempt. In shotgun, receiver in motion to the near side, so back to pass. 4-man rush, hits home, and he's driven into the turf by Kingsley Enagbare. 2nd and long coming up. And clock is stopped at 18 seconds. A lot of pressure up the middle. That was a jailbreak or a turnstile O-line. Parsons went right between two Bears linemen and forced Williams to go up right into the arms of Enagbare for the sack. Kingsley on the sideline, though, with his helmet off. Hopefully he's all right. Hopefully he's just catching a breather. Yeah, without LVN and with Gary being just not out, I don't know. Hard to find. They need somebody like Kingsley Enagbare to step up for pressure, especially with Devontae Wyatt gone for the year. Everybody was worried about the run defense without Wyatt, but Parsons even said he collapses the pocket. Williams throws over the middle, incomplete. Missed throat grabber Burden. We got 3rd and 19. I never accounted for the sack yardage. Didn't realize they gave him a loss of 9. 3rd and 19. You would think, I don't know. Don't know what anybody would do here. I don't pretend to. If it were me, I don't think I would do anything too risky here. Force the Packers to use a timeout before you punt it away. Back to pass. Throws. Far sideline. Caught by Swift. He's got it back to the original line of scrimmage. And I guess maybe the Packers used a timeout with 10 seconds. Not sure why. It's going to be about 4th and 10. Maybe 4th and 9. We'll see what... Yep, 4th and 9 at the 38. So I assume Green Bay took the timeout. Nope, still says Packers 2, Bears 2. Did that end the half? Okay, the Packers took the timeout. The Bears have to send the punting unit on. Snap, kick is in the air. Packers don't even try to return it. That should end the half if the Bears didn't down it too quick. That is the halftime. 14-3 Packers. No score after one. 14-3 at half. Bears had made it a 7-3 game, and the Packers answered and got a 45-yard strike up the middle, or down the middle, to Bo Melton. All right, we got the halftime clock rolling. If you could do me a favor, I hope you're enjoying the live stream, and if so, please hit like, consider hitting subscribe. Doing one or both does help with getting the channel recommended to other potential viewers, and that will also in turn help grow the channel, and I thank you for your support. And the Packers get the ball in the second half. So we will just indicate that. Excuse me. All right. Oh, let me fix the clock because I will forget that. All right, we'll check on the other games, see if anything's... Check those first intermission hockey scores. We'll put the numbers up as well. Broncos up 14-7, 9:38 in the third. Raiders just were guilty of a face mask. Broncos ball, 1st and 10. Oh, that's going to move them a lot closer than the 48. They're at... Oh, okay, they just got to the 48, I think. Yeah, 9:30 now to go. Third quarter. Rams 24, Cardinals 10. That game will get to the third quarter faster than this game, I believe. Oh, yeah. So, let's see. In the NFC, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. Niners would be the 7th seed right now? Or no? Yeah. Yeah. Damn. Rams are 9-3, and they're playing and leading. Seahawks are already 10-3. Yeah, they're up 14 at half. Packers up 11. We'll take that. Bears on a 5-game winning streak. Seahawks and Niners a 3-game winning streak. Giants lost 7 straight. Commanders lost 8 straight. Broncos have won 9 straight. Unbelievable. And they're leading in the third quarter. Patriots have won 10 straight. Jeez Louise. Dolphins have won 4 straight. They're suddenly 6-7. Unbelievable. And the Jags have won 4 straight, and combined with the Colts losing 3, They've got a 1-game lead in the division. Wow. Yeah, Colts hitting hard times, and if Jones is hurt for any length of time, that's not going to be good. Titans pick up their second win of the season. Let's see. The Cardinals have 3. The Saints now have 3 after winning today. Oh, the Giants still only have 2 wins. Raiders only have 2 wins, and the Titans join them with their second win. Browns 3 wins, Jets 3 wins. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams with 3 or less wins. Falcons are 4-9. They lost. They might be the only. Nope, Bengals are now 4-9 as well. So anybody with 5 wins? Just the Vikings at 5-8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 teams with 5 wins or less, or 2 to 5 wins. So that means the rest of the league has 6 or more wins. That's a lot of 6-win teams. Yeah, it can be only 6 and 7, but that's still in contention for the playoffs. Wow. Yeah, 11 teams in the AFC have 6 or more wins. 10 in the NFC have 10 or more wins. That's crazy. I mean, I'm sorry. 11 teams in the AFC have 6 or more wins, and 10 teams in the NFC have 6 or more wins, I believe. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, tight playoff chases. All right. We'll go over the numbers if there's time. I'm going to take a quick break. Here's what's coming up the rest of the week. Again, hope to see you for North Florida at Gonzaga at 8, men's basketball. Yeah, we'll try to get some more NFL. I can't remember. I think the Packers have another 325 game, so should be back next Sunday with Packers football again. And plenty of hockey coming up, just not as much as last week. We were fortunate to have 6 and 9 o'clock doubleheaders Monday through Friday. And we'll try, we'll work some more men's and women's basketball into the schedule as well. I definitely Wednesday. I don't think, Monday, Tuesday, that's set. Wednesday, I'll try to work in another game. All right. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Really helps it go, more. It's more enjoyable for me, and I think the other viewers. We got 8 likes. Thank you. All right. No music. Just going to mute it quick, and then I'll be back. Thanks, everybody. All right, we are back. Packers got to be happy with how that half went, but still a long way to go in this game. Hopefully they can come out and get some points on their opening drive of the second half. (58-49) rushing yards, 149-23 passing yards. Yeah. And they did get Caleb Williams sacked once. That's right, Kingsley Enagbare. I forgot. All right. Teed up for Santos. Ball is in the air. Return from the 6, up the far numbers to the far sideline. Down near the 35. 1st and 10 for Jordan Love and company. Excuse me. Come on. First and 10 from their own 35, 14:55 to go. It's third quarter. It's 15, feels like 7 out in Green Bay. Fake the handoff, back to pass, looking, has to roll to the near sideline and chuck it out of bounds to avoid the rush. Incomplete, 14:48, 2nd and 10 coming up. Let's see. 21-7 Broncos over the Raiders now. 24-10 Rams over the Cardinals underway in the third quarter. Yeah, with those reviews and punts and incomplete passes, a bit of a long first half. Watson was in motion. Handoff to Jacobs goes nowhere. In fact, he lost one. 3rd and 11 coming up. Not the start the offense wanted to get here on the first 2 plays of the third quarter. All right. Love backs up into shotgun. Tourist Dobbs and another receiver to the near side. Back to pass. Looking. Love throws down the left sideline. One-on-one coverage. And if anything, Bo Melton probably interfered, because if he hadn't, that would have been an easy interception for the Bears. Terrible pass by Jordan Love. But I would think they would just decline the penalty. They want the Packers to punt it away unless they want to give them another chance on 3rd and long. Yeah, good job by Melton, though. They did decline it. That's what I figured. But it's a good thing Bo did that, because that might have been a pick. Right, I think, would have had the pick. 4th and 11. Quick, very quick 3 and out by the Packers offense. The absolute second worst thing they could have done, other than just turning it over immediately in their own territory. Wheelan back to receive the snap. Snap. He gets the ball, moves forward, kicks it into the air, and out of bounds at the 15, but there's a flag on the field, and they're still marking forward. Homer hops off to the sideline and sits on the bench, not putting any weight on that right leg for the Bears. What's the call here? They were holding, I think, the long snapper. Yeah. Bears almost blocked the punt. It's a good thing he did hold him. Wow. Well, this has been nothing short of a disastrous third quarter start for the Packers. I mean, yes, it could be worse, but it's pretty bad already. Wheeling back at his own 15 to receive the punt. Here's the snap, moves forward, clean pocket. This time kicks it, and I don't know if it's because of the wind. It hit inside the 40 and rolled to about the 35. Terrible kick. The Bears got more than 10 yards, more like 20 yards after the re-kick. Bit of a shanked punt there by Wheelan. First ESPN says the 36. That could be right at 13:56. Well, not a good start by the offense. Really could have taken control of the game if they could have marched down and at the very least got a field goal. That would have put them up, 14 points, and they'd be sitting pretty well. Now it's still an 11-point lead. Plenty of time to go. Rams throw to the end zone and another touchdown. They're going to be up 30-10 pending the extra point. Colby Parkinson on the catch, number 84. All right. Excuse me. Real quick. Broncos about to start the fourth quarter. Oh, the Raiders do have a 3rd and goal at the Denver 7, down 21-7. Extra point is up and good for the Rams. They are now up 31-10. 10:09 to go in the third. Stafford, nice pass. Good catch for the touchdown. Josh Allen slinging Pepsis on this commercial. Pepsi cans. All right. Still at commercial. Oh, brother. Yeah, we know. We know. Gotta talk about Ben Johnson's introductory press conference. All right. Packers could have taken more control of this game, but their offense laid an egg to start the third quarter. Bears, 1st and 10 at their own 36. Fake the handoff. Back to pass. Plenty of time. Caught at the 42 and stays down. Hey, I was going to say, nobody touched him down. He got up. Unless they had blown it dead, which they must have. I mean, they must have said he gave himself up. Gain is 6, 2nd and 4, because Cooper was about to punch the ball out. Bears hurry up. 15 on the play clock. I formation behind Caleb under center. Fakes the handoff, rolls to the near side, keeps it, runs forward, has the first down, slides down short of the 50. 1st and 10. And we are approaching 13 minutes to go, third quarter. faked the handoff to the far side and ran a bootleg to the near sideline. 12:50 to go in the third. Oh, dang. I forgot to fix the timeouts at half. I usually forget that. There we go. Just remembered. All right, fakes the handoff, back to pass, plenty of time, slipped on the rush. Swift had it go off his hands on a pass that was short of the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Caleb had pressure up the middle, but somebody slipped. Brooks was in his face. Swift went for a jumping catch, or a leaping catch, but I think he jumped a little too soon and had it go off his hands. He's on the sideline. Williams in shotgun, 2 receivers to the far side. It's a handoff to Manungai, and he breaks free and gets to the Packer 47. So that was probably about a gain of 5. Should be about 3rd and 5 coming up. They had him stopped after about a 2-yard gain, but he kept pressing and picked up 3 more for 3rd and 5. Much more manageable for Chicago. Williams in shotgun. Swift with him in the backfield. Receiver in motion to the far side. 1 still set on the line to the near side. Back to pass. Looking. Throws. Caught for the first down. Loveland to the Packer 38. 1st and 10. Man. It really hurt that they did nothing to start on their first drive. I guess they gave him the 37 according to ESPN. All right, 11-11 in the third. 1st and 10 at the Green Bay 37 for Chicago. Fakes the handoff to Swift. Back to pass. Under pressure. It gets out of it. Rolls to the far sideline. Throws down the field. And what a catch at the 10 by Kmet. Nixon says no, but was he out of bounds or no? No, they're not stopping the clock. Packers better think about challenging it if there's anything to challenge, but great over-the-shoulder catch. McDuffie was there, but yeah, I think Kmet secured it towards his body. I don't think the tip of the ball hit the grass. Just a great catch, not like it was bad coverage. 1st and 10 at the Green Bay 11. 6 on the play clock. Changing something late. 1 second. Did they get it off? Handoff to Swift. Right up between the hash mark and far numbers. They're going to mark him at the 8. So a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Man, I thought they had the sack. I think that was Evan Williams who didn't wrap him up or got blocked late. Man, that should have been a sack. They should not have given up that big pass to Kmet. Packers offense went backwards opening drive of the third quarter. Now the Bears have marched right down the field. 4 on the play clock in shotgun with Swift. Handoff up the hash. Plows forward to the 3. They have not whistled it dead. I don't think he got the first down. Now they whistle it dead, even though technically he wasn't down, but this is going to be 3rd and short. Probably 3rd and 1. No, 3rd and 2. Nope, they're saying 1. I guess they're going to give him the 2, so 3rd and 1. Well, Packers need to get a stop on this play and probably the next. The defense, I mean. This is about 1.5. They're at the 2.5. Some confusion on the Packers defense. Changing the call. That looked like a false start. No call. I believe he has the first down, but not the touchdown on another carry by Swift. Looked like the receiver was in motion and then started up the field on the block. I can't believe that was deemed. I mean, this isn't the CFL. You can't go forward, right? Fakes the handoff, bootleg to the far side. Parsons in his face, nearly intercepted by Nixon and caught for the touchdown. How did Nixon not pick that? Right in front of his hands. Bears get back within 5, pending the extra point. What happened? Parsons didn't get there. Nixon had to go right through his hands. Good catch by, who was that? Zacchaeus. I mean, they got to review it to see if the ball hit the ground, but I doubt they called it touchdown on the field. They probably won't overrule it. Bears are actually going for 2. To cut it to 3. It's Loveland in motion from the 2. Shotgun, handoff to Monungai, and they push the pile, and he's in. The Packers had it stopped, and there it is. Great. Bears are back within 3. Offense did squat, and defense gives up a long, sustained drive, couple big plays, and we're at 14-11. Kickoff Bears after a timeout. And a long way to go with 8:20 to go in the third quarter. Exactly not what they wanted to happen. I don't know how that went through Nixon's hands. I thought he had the pick live. I really did. Then I'm like, touchdown? How did he not pick it? No clue. That should have been at least, what Alex is saying, a pass defense. Even if he doesn't pick it, went right through his hands. He was in perfect position and just didn't make the play. How Williams thought that was the place to go with the ball, I don't understand either. That was 1st and goal from the 1, and he puts it nearly into the hands for a pick. That would have been a huge turnaround in the game, and instead Nixon has it go right through his hands. So instead of having 1st and 10 at their own 20 with an 11-point lead, they're going to have to receive the kickoff with only a 3-point lead since the Bears got 2. I swear I thought, yeah, that's a pick. And, oh boy, 31-10 Rams, and they have the ball. Oh, the Raiders failed. They must have gone for it on goal to go and blown it because the Broncos have the ball in Raiders territory. Still 21-7. That game was 7-7 quickly after they had a 10-7 Thursday night game. And, yeah, Broncos no, this is earlier. Yeah, no, red zone's ahead of that. They just picked up another first down. Yep, at the 34. Cortland Sutton on the catch. Man, I knew the Bears weren't going to just roll over and, this wasn't, knew it was going to be challenging. Usually we're a good second half team. It's the first half that we struggle, but now, trouble here. All right, game on with 8:20 to go in the third. The kick by Santos in the air. Taken at the 8, up the far numbers. Melton to the 30, spin to the 35, 36, maybe the 37. Okay, do you want to blow it dead anytime? I mean, talk about player safety. And on that touchdown, the Packers had it stopped, and you just are allowed to push the pile. Like, he was met by Evan Williams. Cooper was there too, and they couldn't bring him down. Yeah, it was pushed. The lineman pushed him in. . Dahlman, number 52, did it. Love, 1st and 10 from his own 37. So the special teams did their job. Good field position. Far hash mark, under center. Reed in motion. They hand it off to him. Up the 40, 45, 50, and out of bounds at the Bears' 49. 1st and 10. Looked like a headshot, too, along the sideline. No call, of course, because refs are blind. That's what they needed to start this drive. All right, approaching halfway. No, I'm sorry. Can I take a minute? Love under center. Deep back is Jacobs. Handoff. He's met at the line and falls forward for 2. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, I don't know what, he got cut, and he's like the Bears' star defensive player this afternoon. It's been unbelievable. Oh, I don't know. I'm probably going to have to eat at 6:30. Sorry, I didn't know. I have the stream up on my phone because I'm watching Red Zone on the tablet. Handoff to Jacobs again. Busted up the far hash to the 40, where the Packers will have 3rd and 2. So good gain on the ground there. But they need to pick this up. We can't send Whelan back out there. Got to keep this Bears defense out there for a little bit. Get our defense some rest after that long drive. This is 3rd and 3. They marked him short of the 40. Shotgun. Fake the handoff. Throw over the middle. Watson at the 30. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Another long touchdown. A lot of yak on that one. Watson houses it on a 3rd and 3. And the Bears just have no answer for Watson. 6:10 to go. The Pack answer and regain a 9-point lead, so that's important. I'm assuming they'll kick it for a 10-point lead. Yeah, didn't keep them out there long enough. That's right. Hey, Taylor. All right, they do send McManus out there. I mean, I didn't think they would go for 2, but you never know. Here's the snap. The kick is up through the uprights and good. 21-11 Green Bay. So they will kick off. Yeah, a quick answer. That's the only bad part. Nobody had him over the middle. There was 0 safety help. It was just a quick hitter. And Watson easily had the first down, and then just his speed, his breakaway speed. Yeah, they needed Williams to wrap up for that sack, though. I love Williams. I'd much rather. They used to try to rotate Williams and Bullard, and I remember somebody saying on one of the games, the 2 Bullard at safety drives, they gave up touchdowns. Bullard's more of their nickelback, like their 3rd corner, and Williams plays the run well. Yeah, no, I agree. The Bears drive took 5:36. Packers only took 2:10. I know you're joking, but it's true. Yeah, thanks, Alex. Hopefully the defense got enough rest. Halftime didn't seem to help out on the for the Bears' first drive, and it really wasn't. I don't even think they got aided by any penalties that drive, if I remember right. They just, let's see, pass, scramble, incomplete, run, pass, deep pass. Yeah, that one to Komet for 26 yards got him at 1st and 10 at the 11. Yeah, I don't think there were any penalties on that drive, at least not enforced. Bears earned those 8, but the Packers bounced back with 7. And again, but decent field position thanks to Bo Melton's 30-yard kickoff return. They got started with a read end around. No. Tickets are too expensive. Last year, we went to the Dolphins at Packers on Thanksgiving, but tickets are so expensive. I don't want to listen to who's talking about it. Yeah, no help from the safety got drawn towards the sideline, and the corner got beat right off the line of scrimmage, so not much help. Kickoff, oh my Lord, out of bounds by McManus. So the Bears get great field position, 1st and 10 at the 40. What are you doing, McManus? Why? We need a new kicker again. I'm tired of this crap. My God. Yeah, just a quick... Oh, he beat C.J. Gardner-Johnson. That's like the only time Gardner-Johnson had a negative play, just from eyeball test so far. Oh, the Lions are in Chicago. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You're going to go to the game at Soldier Field? That's crazy. All right. Under center. Fake the handoff. Rolls right. Throws caught by Kmet at the Packer 45. 1st and 10. Oh, boy. Come on, defense. I guess they bought the fake on the handoff to, what the heck is his name? Manungai. Caleb rolled to the far sideline, threw a dart to Kmet at the Packer 44. Back to pass. Caleb dumps it off to Manungai. Great open field tackle by Bullard at the 45. At least no gain. May have lost one. 2nd and 10. 5:15 in the 3rd quarter. Yep, good hit. He wrapped up Manungai's right knee. Didn't let him get away. That was a generous spot. I really thought he had lost a yard. Back to the 45. Fakes the handoff again. Back to pass plenty of times. I was trying to say caught by Burden. And for a 1st down at the Packer 25. He's had all day this drive to throw the ball. Yeah, Burden's got more than one catch for 12. I thought. Yeah, that was Burden. What is going on? 2 for 30 now for Burden. 1st and 10. Bears already to the... Oh, they marked him at the Packer 26. Near hash mark. Fake the handoff. End around to Burden. He cuts it up to the near hash. About a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Under 4 to go in the 3rd quarter. Oh, actually, they say gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Yeah, Bullard did have a good, yeah. Yeah, agree. There's not a bad seat in the house, but it's such a weird. Yeah, Bullard's a good slot corner. He's just, yeah. Short pass incomplete. Wow, that was blown up. Who got that? That was a pass to the flat. Nixon blew it up. That was dangerous for the Bears. I think that ball obviously went forward. It wasn't a fumble. 3rd and 8. Immediately He probably hit him before the ball got there, but I guess if you're not beyond a yard or it's behind the line of scrimmage, Bears go hurry up with 10 on, well, not really. There's 8 on the play clock. Packers were late breaking the huddle. 3rd and 8 after the incompletion to the far sideline. 1 on the play clock, back to pass. Plenty of time. Now he's flushed out of the pocket towards the far sideline, throws it away off the gate, that holding the fans in the stands at the first row or the fence at 3:19. So now what? 4th and 8 from the Packer. Where are they at? The 24? They say 4th and 7. Green Bay 23. All right, they sent Santos out there to try a field goal. This one will be from 41. He's made from 33. Snap, hold, kick is up and in right down. Well, sorry, it looked like it was going to the left upright, and it sort of faded back to the middle. At any rate, it's good. 21-14. Bears pull back within 7. Oh, shoot. Kickoff. Good play by Nixon. Good pass rush late to force Williams out of the yeah, exactly. Like, I guess you can make contact if it's like behind the line of scrimmage, because it looked like Nixon was there early, but yeah, that was that was a dangerous, I guess you call it a wide receiver screen or a flat pass, and yeah, that was very dangerous. Nixon had it read the whole way, fortunately for the Packers. So Santos from 41, and yeah, I've never seen a Packer Bear game in person. I don't know if I don't think I've seen Packer Vikings in person. I've seen Packers Lions in Lambeau and in Ford Field. Lost the one in Ford Field. I've seen Bears Vikings and probably Bears live, but at the old Soldier Field before the remodel, I think. The only game I've seen at the new Soldier Field would be 2008, I think. Yeah, they played the Jaguars. Otherwise, Broncos got a field goal. They're up 24-7. So that game's done. Under 4 to go. Vegas ain't coming back from that. Rams up big on the Cardinals, 31-10. That game was 7-3. Cardinals, if I remember right. Man, this is a long game. We're already at the 2-hour and 10-minute mark, and we still got 3:15 to go in the third quarter. Yeah, Rams Cardinals is still in the third. All right, Santos to kick it off for the Bears. In the air, all the way back at the 2, up the near numbers. Williams to about the 27 where he's taken down with 3:10 to go. 1st and 10, Love and company. Excuse me. Love against the blitz. 7 of 9, 108 yards, 2 touchdowns, 156.3 rating. All right. Packers they got to have the mindset they got to get points every drive. Defense is clearly gassed. Dump off to Jacobs for no gain in the near sideline. 2nd and 10. Great tackle by the Bears. Looks like it was Edwards, number 53. I mean, at least the defense held them to a field goal, but yeah, you got to think you got to answer every time now. At least with at least a field goal of your own. Watson in motion to the far side. 3 receivers to the far side. Dobbs to the near side. Back to pass. Love looking, throws down the field, short for Dobbs, and broken up. Don't believe the defender ever turned, but Love underthrew that, and Packers already have a 3rd and 10. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. The guy grabbed Dobbs by the hand. I mean, I guess they call clutching and grabbing, and no call. McLeod on the coverage. He grabbed his left hand. I don't know how that's... I don't know. All right, in shotgun. Looks like Brooks with him in the backfield. 2 receivers each side. Back to pass. Dumps it off to Brooks at the 25, 30. Tackled short at the 33. 4th and 4 coming up. And a quick 3 and out by the offense. Oh, man. At least they'll get the quarter break soon, but defense has given up 11 points, right, in the second half. Offense has only got 11 points in the third quarter for the Bears, 7 for the Packers. Wheeling back at his own 20. Moves forward. Kick is in the air. Bounces short of the 20. Man, Wheeling having a tough day too. And McManus on that last kickoff. 1:32 to go. Bears take the ball over here and only trail by a touchdown now, thanks to their touchdown, 2-pointer, and 2-point conversion, and then a field goal. I thought so, but then the Packers had a worse one last week. Almost cost them the game against the Lions. Watson literally had his arm held, and he couldn't make he went up for a one-handed grab, which is normally an automatic, DPI, and they didn't call it. And then worse, they called something even weaker against the Packers. So I never know. But this one, at least you could say, well, maybe Dobbs was, maybe pushing off, and the guy kind of grabbed his hand on his shoulder. So, I don't know. I don't always know what a catch is anymore. I don't always know what pass interference is anymore. It's ridiculous. And Parsons gets held every play. They never call it. I think he's gotten all of one holding call this year. No, looks like the Cardinals have turned it over. Yep, interception by the Rams towards the end of the third. Man, this is a long game. This game is probably going to be another hour, I would say. Unless the Packers can run the ball and grind out the clock some. All right. Let's check the poll. 13 votes, 62% Green Bay, 38% Chicago. Oh my gosh. Seriously, Fox? Great. Kevin Burkhardt, NFL on Fox. Tom Brady, 7-time Super Bowl champ. All right, he's an announcer now. Do we really need... How about, why don't you be honest and put 10% owner of Las Vegas Raiders or something like that. Puka Nakua for a touchdown. 37-10 Rams. Wow, Stafford better sit for the fourth quarter then, if he isn't already. All right, Packers defense needs to stop. They cannot give up points this drive. 1st and 10 at their own 17 for the Bears. Handoff, Swift to the far hash mark. Gets out for at least a gain of 6 for 2nd and 4. That might have been 7. Any day Fox wants to say how long the gain was. All right, I guessed right. 2nd and 6. Or 2nd and 4 after a gain of 6. Defense. Defense. Come on. 1 minute to go in the third. 2nd and 4. Chicago 22-yard line. Handoff. Up between the hash and the far numbers. Out to the 25. Maybe the 26. So 3rd and 1. Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm wondering. I know the Packers had the early time of possession, but with this third quarter factor in, I kind of doubt they're leading now. Under center, receiver in motion, handoff, Monungai, he has it and more, out to the 35, 1st and 10, and that'll likely be the last play of the third quarter. Bears will have a 1st and 10 from their own 35 when we start the fourth quarter. Wow. Well, they can catch their breath at the quarter break, and they need to come up with a stop. (21-14) Green Bay as we head to the fourth quarter. But Bears with the ball. Oh, Raiders got a touchdown, so they're back within 10. I got to get more water real quick. There's only 2:17 to go. Broncos already have the ball, 1st and 10 at 44. So I'm assuming they tried an onside kick. All right, I'll be right back. Oh. Ah. All right. Yeah, okay. I'm going to go back to Comcast Xfinity because Owen Wilson and not Owen Wilson, Luke. No, is it Owen Wilson? Yeah, Owen Wilson and forgot the other guy's name. Tell me to. All right, Williams 13 of 24, 109 yards, a touchdown, taken 1 sack, no turnovers. Williams has 2 carries for 11. Love 15 of 23, 210 yards, 3 touchdowns with that 1 pick. And a sack. Monungai has 10 carries for 39. Swift 9 for 37. Bears have 90 yards rushing. Jacobs 15 for 50. Reed 2 for 22. Wilson 2 for 7. Packers have 79 yards rushing. 2 for 42 for Komet. Burden 2 for 30. Loveland 2 for 21. Swift 2 for 11. Zacchaeus 2 for 7 and a touchdown. Watson 4 for 89 and 2 touchdowns. Melton 1 for 45 and a touchdown. And we are set for the fourth quarter. Handoff up the middle. Almost another first down. Monungai on the carry. They do say 2nd and 1. I wasn't sure. I thought maybe he got the first down. 2nd and 1 at their own 44. Actually, it's half a yard. They're at the 44 and a half. Receiver in motion. Komet fakes the handoff to Swift. Rolls to the far sideline. Throws it out of bounds. Probably could have outran Enagbare to the sideline, though, and just picked up the first down. I was a little surprised he dumped it off. It is still 3rd and half a yard. And they're showing Nakua's touchdown for the Rams. Yep, Rams 10 and or Seattle 10 and 3, Rams 9 and 3, likely gonna get to 10 and 3. All right, 3rd and half a yard. 14-15 in the fourth quarter. Bunched formation, Moore in motion. Handoff to the deep back, Swift. He gets it. He's actually to the Packer 49 for another first down. Man. Unbelievable. Packers had nothing up front. They had 48 yards rushing first half, 57 already second half. Toss to Swift near sideline. He's inside the 45, taken down by Nixon at the 43. So 2nd and short, probably a gain of 6 or 7. Oh my gosh, Fox, why can't you be quicker putting the distance? I don't get this. 2nd and 3, finally. I'm just better off guessing. I'm usually right. All right, 2nd and 3 for the Bears at the Packer, just inside the 43, near the 42. Fakes the handoff, fakes the end around, underhand pass to Swift. He's got the first down, taken inside the 35 to about the 34. 1st and 10, Bears. Jeez Louise. Hopefully, I wonder if Swift is okay. I thought he was grabbing for his knee after the tackle. Yeah, underhand pass by Williams. Quay Walker couldn't get there. All right, 10-2 first downs, Bears, the second half. Back to pass, and 0 pressure. Throws caught over the middle by Loveland to the Packer 27. 2nd and 2 after a gain of 8. Right up the middle. Loveland subs out. Smythe back in. They gave him a gain of 7. 2nd and 3. 12 minutes remaining, fourth quarter. Bears on the drive into Packer territory. Already in field goal range, down by 7. Smythe in motion to the near side, in shotgun with a back. 1 second. There's the snap. Pressure on. Williams escapes, slides down at the marker and got hit, but that was a late slide. This is a pretty generous spot for the first down. I thought he started his slide earlier than that. I am assuming this is a first down. Fox went to some stupid graphic for Williams before they, first down. The 24. Why is the clock stopped? 11:04. Oh my gosh. Tell me LaFleur didn't challenge the spot. Oh my Lord. Why? It was going to be 3rd and short, I think. Why bother? They're just going to, even if it was 4th and short. I mean, wasn't this 3rd? Whoops, I forgot to change it to 4th. It's just going to be 3rd and short. Why would you challenge a spot? He went to slide, but I actually don't think he was down till he had the first down. So wait, did they review it? Did they not get charged? It is 3rd and 1. Okay. I don't know. Live, I thought it was a generous spot. Replay, not so much. All right, 3rd and 1 at the Packer 25. Clock rolling now. Under center, receiver to the far side in motion. Swift gets it and has a first down inside the 20, down to the 16. 1st and 10 Bears. All right, keep them out of the end zone. I mean, jeepers. Offense really put them behind the 8 ball with that 3 and out to start the half. And then another one just before to end the 3rd quarter. And they had a quick drive to give them the 21. It was what? 21-11 lead after it was 14-11. Shotgun fakes the handoff, looking. Parsons pursuing him to the near sideline. Stops, slips, throws towards the end zone and out of the back of the end zone, intended for more. Whew. 2nd and 10 with 10:10 to go. Good coverage by the Packers secondary. He slipped but kept his feet and just threw it out of the back of the end zone. If he had slipped and fell, they would have had an easy sack, but oh boy. 2nd and 10 from the Green Bay 17. Fake the handoff, runs to the far sideline for a gain of 1 and out of bounds. 3rd and 9 for Chicago. 10 minutes remaining. How did he get 2 yards? Are you kidding? Seriously? 3rd and 8 at the 15? All right. They gave him 3rd and 8 at the 15 in shotgun. Back to pass. Quick throw. Burden caught it. Inside the 10, inside the 5, 1st and goal. What on earth was that? Terrible defense on a quick hitter at the line of scrimmage. Boy, oh boy. Always have to make it interesting. I think the Vikings game was the only game that was comfortable the whole way, the whole year. Under 9 remaining in the 4th quarter. 1st and goal, they marked him just outside the 5. Under center, deep back is Swift. Fakes the handoff, rolls to the near side. Gary pressures him and he overshoots Loveland in the end zone, out of bounds. 8:45. He had to get rid of it. He had Rashawn Gary in his face. 2nd and goal from just outside the 5-yard line. Oh, come on, defense. Denver, Vegas has 4 seconds left. Still a 10-point game. Williams under center. Swift the deep back. Loveland in motion. Handoff to Swift right up the middle. Takes it down to the half-yard line. 3rd and goal. Jeez Louise. What has happened to the run defense this half? Terrible. Why is Parsons still on the sideline? He must have sat out the last play, and he's sitting out this play. I don't understand that. Oops, forgot to start the clock. Gosh darn it. Third and goal. They marked him at the 1. Under center. Swift the deep back. Eligible tackle in motion. Cut down. Lob pass wide open. Loveland for the touchdown. Nobody covered Loveland at the goal line. I guess they covered the tackle eligible. Jeez. Bears can tie it with the extra point. Oh, boy. The defense has not looked good the second half at all. Nor has the special teams. Other than the one Bull Melton kick return. Santos for the extra point. Snap, hold, kick is up right down the middle and good. All tied up at 21. Bears to kick off. And both teams have all... Whoops. Why did I... Yeah, there's 8 minutes to go. Both teams have all 3 timeouts, I believe. Yep. All right, well, time for the offense to wake up from its nap and get something going here. All right. Let's see, Denver, where is it? Where did they put the Denver score? 24-17, Broncos beat the Raiders. So the Raiders must have kicked a field goal and then tried an onside. Must have been like no time, though. Rams 45-16 over the Cardinals. All right, well, no reason to watch Red Zone anymore. Don't care about that game. It's over. I cannot get out of this. What the heck? What the heck? Yeah, no, they are. Time of possession has been killer this half. Killer. All right, seriously, I can't. There, I couldn't minimize. What the? All right, close. Yeah, I gotta charge my tablet. Do that later. Yeah, this has not been good. Offense has been erratic. They've hit some big plays, but they really haven't sustained a drive. I mean, their shortest touchdown was, 23 yards? 45, and then, what was the last one? I don't know. Where the heck did Loveland come from? Komet is on the near side. They wasted so many people. They had 2 people wide open. I don't know what Ben Johnson was complaining about, but they had 2 people wide open on that play. I don't know what the defense was doing there. Yeah, Watson had a 41-yarder. Yeah, so their shortest touchdown was 23 yards. Kick is in the air by Santos. Need a good kick return. Nope, they kneel it. All right, we'll take it. 1st and 10 at our own 35. Melton kneeled it. They got to have points this drive, preferably a touchdown. Cannot give the Bears the ball back and have them only be down either even or 3 down. All right. Dobbs is out there in the huddle. So is Jacobs, Watson, looks like Wiley, and Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick moves over, Wiley moves to the near side. 1st and 10 at their own 35. Handoff Jacobs up the far hash, actually out to the 45.5-yard line, and finally a Green Bay first down via the ground game. Much needed there. Bears were playing too deep safety, and the Packers ran the ball effectively between the far hash and the far numbers. 7:32 to go. Now 7.5 to go. 14 on the play clock. 1st and 10, just inside their own 46. Love under center. Handoff faked to Jacobs. Back to pass. Throw. Caught by Reed down to the 35. For a split second, I thought he had overthrown Watson, but there came Reed under it. And a 1st and 10 in Chicago territory. Reed beat C.J. Gardner-Johnson just enough by a step, and Love floated a nice pass to the far sideline. Reed is putting a coat on. I hope he's okay. Hope that wasn't a limp I just saw, but we'll keep that out of our mind. At the Chicago 36, 1st and 10, far hash mark, handoff up the middle to Jacobs. He plows forward for 2, 2nd and 8. All right, well, this is where the offense earns their money. You know, they got to grind the clock out, and they got to get a touchdown. Can't give the ball back to the Bears offense without a touchdown lead. All right, Love in shotgun. Jacobs behind him. Wiley in motion to the far side. Back to pass. Pressure. Swings it out to Jacobs and pushed out of bounds. He stepped out of a tackle at the line of scrimmage. Clock stops briefly while they mark it in play. So it'd be 3rd and probably at least 2. Gardner-Johnson made a dive. Oh, yeah, he just leaped over him. He didn't even get him. Pushed out of bounds by 48 of the Bears. All right, oh, shoot, the clock is back in motion. I knew. Oh, they say 3rd and 1. I thought, all right, under 5.5 to go. Come on, clock, move. All right, Reed in motion in shotgun, and I think the Packers took a timeout at 5:18. 3rd and 1. Yep. Packers have 2 remaining. Bears have all 3. Wow, they still have 10:19 to go in the 4th. 45-17. Ouch. Oh, they put 2 seconds back on the clock. 5:20 remaining. We don't want to think about the wild card. Packers got to be thinking division. They got to take care of these 3 division games remaining. This one, another one with the Bears. Bears and Vikings on the road is what they got left after this. 3rd and 1 from the Chicago 28. Toss play to Jacobs. He has to cut it up the field. He gets it to the 20. 10 down to the 6. He cut it up and broke a tackle, and the Packers have 1st and goal. Wow, what a play. Incredible individual effort by Josh Jacobs. That play was blown up by the Bears. Watson didn't block anybody until he was already sprung, I think. And then a touchdown saving tackle by Bynum, I believe, number 31. From the 7, handoff. Wilson bounces it outside. It slips on the cutback, and he's marked down at the 3. He tried to make a cut to the inside instead of heading for the sideline, and he slipped. And we got an injured Bear at 4:33. It's number 26. That's right. Nashawn Wright, number 26. He's taking the strap off his helmet. Hopefully he's okay. Yeah. Fell down. And then, I don't know, Wright. Oh, I think he got kicked in the head by a Packer who was falling. It was Dobbs. Dobbs was falling over Wilson. Wright was there to touch, Wilson down, and Dobbs accidentally kicked him in the face mask, just trying to dive over his teammate. Hopefully he's all right. Maybe it's just like a jaw issue. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Maybe he took a cleat to the face or something. Hopefully he's all right. He is holding his right. Is that his right? Yeah, that's his right. Yeah, maybe he like bit his tongue or his cheek or something. Hopefully he's all right. Hopefully this isn't a concussion and he can return. Don't want to see somebody injured like that, All right, 2nd and goal from the... Oh, they marked him back at the 4. I thought he got the 3. Clock rolling, under 4.5 to go. 2 receivers to the far side, Watson and Dobbs. Jacobs in motion behind Love. Handoff and a false start, I guess, on Green Bay. Son of a... Or was it a delay of game? What's the call? 94 jumped. And because the Packers moved, they didn't get a free play. So half the distance to the goal. That's what I hate. It's like, linemen, don't jump. Let's get the free play. They don't do that anymore. All right, so that moves the ball to the 2, from the 4 to the 2. Clock stopped because of the penalty, I presume. Now what? Oh, they put 2 seconds on the clock. 4:18 to go. 2nd and goal from the 2. Yeah, that was incredible by Josh Jacobs. It really was. Great individual effort. Love is under center. Watson goes to block. Handoff. Jacobs met at the line of scrimmage and goes nowhere. 3rd and goal from the 2. What do you call here? I think you put it in Love's hand. Let him throw twice. I can't see them settling for the field goal. I think they're going to take 2 shots at the end zone. Wow, they marked almost a yard loss. Almost back to the 3. Reed, Watson, maybe Dobbs. Hand off to Jacobs up the middle. He gets it with a 2nd and 3rd effort. Unbelievable. I cannot believe it worked. Touchdown, Green Bay. Wow. 3rd and goal from the 3, and Jacobs delivers. Whew. Yeah, they lucked out there. I thought the Bears were going to stop it. Like short at about the 1. It looked like they had it. Then Jacobs' 2nd and 3rd effort got him in. All right, they'll send McManus out to make it a 7-point lead. Whelan is your holder. Snap, hold, kick right down the middle, and good. Packers, much needed touchdown. Take the 28-21 lead. 3:32 to go in the 4th. They will be kicking off, but plenty of time for the Bears. I mean, it's good they took some clock. They had to take a timeout on, I think, a 3rd and 1 play. But put the pressure on the Bears here. Thanks, Thanks, Alex. Oh, yeah, let's check the, since we know the Rams are going to win, let's check, let's get rid of the standings. We can always reopen that. Let's check the NHL real quick. Panthers 2, Islanders 1. 11 minutes remaining in the third. Sharks, are you kidding me? Sharks 3, Hurricanes 1. Man, the Canes are struggling lately. 12:22 to go in the third. Wow. Penguins up 2-1 on the Stars in Dallas. 11:34. Blues Canadians just got started. No score. A minute 9. Minute 17 in. Golden Knights already up 1-0. Brett Howden from Marner and Stone at 36 seconds in Madison Square Garden. The Rangers just cannot win at home. Blue Jackets Capitals just underway. Last game of the night in about an hour. Blackhawks Ducks. Man, I wish I could know if I got that game or not. I'm assuming it's blacked out. But, yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll check after this game. I won't know, though, until the Pac-D gets a good break. Yeah, that's true. This was a 4-minute, 28-second drive. Plus, they had an injury timeout as well. So, yeah, but they were on the Bears ground 8:32. 18 plays, 83 yards, 8:32. That was their shortest touchdown, finally, for the Packers. Oh, they actually called it 2 yards. Yeah, I guess it wasn't a full 3. It's like 2.5. But the Bears have all 3 timeouts left, so can't count them out yet. 87.4 rating for Caleb Williams, 120.7 for Love, even with that pick. All right, McManus has to resituate the ball on the tee. He's getting set. Here's the approach. Here's the kick. Taken at the 5 by the Bears at the near numbers. Returned to the 25. Tackled immediately by... Is that Brenton? No, who is that? 320. Who made that tackle? All right, 1st and 10 Bears. Their own 25. Just under 3.5 to go, but all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Who made that hit? I am blanking on who this is. Oh, it's Aaron Mosby. Oh, yeah, I should have known. I know his name. I can't remember if he maybe... No, I might be thinking of Hopper. I couldn't think. Yeah. Besides the point. All right, they did give him the 26. Shotgun. Bears have 2 people to the side of Caleb and a running back deep. Throws. Caught. Far sideline. Turns upfield. Past the 50. Taken down at the Packers 46. 1st and 10. Too big. Too soon. I guess the Bears were in a T formation. If I'm... Valentine couldn't make the initial tackle either. McDuffie well short on his leaping attempt. Just found the zone, I guess. Man, too much, too soon. Keep them out of the end zone. They're already at the 47 of the Packers. Fake the handoff. Looking. Sets up. Rush to the near sideline. Throws down the field short. And he was going for Zacchaeus. Incomplete. He was getting chased to the near sideline by Parsons and others. Excuse me. Yeah, Parsons, initial pressure. Wow, Rashawn Gary got held. Looked like Parsons got held. I mean, it looks like that every play. But Gary kind of got tackled. And then Bullard made the hit, but it was too little too late. Fakes the handoff. 4-man rush. Flushed out of the pocket again. Near sideline. Throws it. Caught at the 22. And Duvernay, I don't know if they stopped the clock. Nope, 2:22 to go. 1st and 10. Oh, man. Just keep them out of the end zone some way, somehow. Was that Nixon on the coverage? No, McKinney. It got handed from Valentine to McKinney. He just couldn't close. Man, he got a hand in there. Good ball by Caleb Williams and DuVernay with a good catch. And, whoops, sorry, 2-minute warning. Well, I didn't realize they weren't going to get another shot. Playoff. 1st and 10. Wow, really disappointed in the defense in the second half. They played outstanding in the first half. And you knew, the Bears would make adjustments. But it really set the Packers behind the 8 ball when the offense came out and went backwards for the first drive. Then I think they got a touchdown, but then they had another quick 3-and-out, and it just was a long quarter for the Packers in the third because the defense was out, because the Packers was a quick strike in the third quarter, like 2 and change. They are all the way down to the Green Bay 23. Unbelievable. Do you think Caps, Dallas, and Vegas, Montreal will win in NHL tonight? Oops. I closed it out. I forgot. Well, Dallas was actually behind, which was a shocker. Yeah, they're losing to the Penguins 2-1, but the game's only half over. What was the other one? Vegas is up 1-0 on the Rangers. That game's on NHL Network if you have it. Yeah, the Canadiens should beat the Blues at home. Stars are the only one for some reason right now. So all home teams except for the Knights. Only the Stars are down right now. Plenty of time. They're only like just over halfway done. Wait, Caps? Oh, I was thinking of the Canadiens. Oh, yeah, the Caps should win. Caps should beat the Blue Jackets at home. Caps have been on fire lately. They're like 9-1 in their last 10. Something crazy. Even better than the Canadiens. All right, 1st and 10 Bears. Packers D needs to stop at the Green Bay 23. Handoff Manungai, I think. Inside the 20 down to the 17. 2nd and 4 coming up. 1:50 to go. A rush to the, between the near numbers and hash. Wow. Bears taking their time. What? Yeah, please. Thank you. All right, defense, got to get a stop. Oh, why did I put 1? I meant 2nd and 4. Hand off to Manungai to the far numbers, or far hash. He is very close to the first down. It may be 3rd and 1. They may give it to him. 5 comeback wins in final 2 minutes of the season, tied for the most all-time in single season. Yep. Well, hopefully the Packers can end that nonsense now. Clock rolling. Bears have all 3 timeouts. 45 seconds to go. The Bears have a 3rd and 1 at the Green Bay 14. Under center. 6 on the play clock. Manungai, the deep back. Handoff. He's very close. The Packers look like they stopped him short. Clock is still rolling. And finally stopped at 26 seconds to go. And it is 4th and 1. Somebody made a fantastic hit. It must have been, I guess, Kingsley Inigbare. Yep, Enigbare on the hit. I don't know if they're going to review the spot, but both teams down to 2 timeouts remaining now. Bears taking their time, though. They put 1 second back on the clock. Excuse me. Here's your ball game. 4th and 1 from the Green Bay 14, and the Packers called timeout. They are down to 1 remaining. Yeah, great hit by Kingsley Enigbare. I was shocked. I saw how suddenly the ball carrier stopped, and I'm like, oh, they might actually be short. Enigbare had a nice play earlier. I think he had the sack as well. Yeah, I guess that's a tackle for no gain, not a loss. But yeah, Enigbare with the sack, a no gain hit. Carl Brooks with the tackle for loss. Sweat had a sack for the Bears. Andrew Billings had a tackle for loss. All right, here we go. 4th and 1 from the 14 for the Bears. Fakes the handoff, rolls to the far side, throws towards the end zone, intercepted by Keyshawn Nixon. Looks like they were trying to hit Loveland. There's 22 seconds to go, and the Packers should win, but the Bears do have 2 timeouts remaining. Unbelievable. Wow. Holy Toledo. Holy smokes, whatever you want to say. Holy. I think they were going for Loveland, or is he not out there? Might have been Kmet. No, it's Cole Kmet. I apologize. Great individual effort by Nixon. Kmet was, I don't know, Williams was throwing off his right foot and fading away, and great play by Nixon. Jeff Hafley's like, yeah. Or yes. Wow. Oh, yeah, it was a heck of a game. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, I know. They have 2 timeouts. You're right. They should be able to kneel down 3 times. The Bears probably won't bother either. Yeah, they won't take their timeouts. So that will be the last play. Holy cow. Much needed win by the Pack. As handshakes start up. Bears had a shot. I was beginning to wonder if they got the touchdown, if they were going to go for 2. You know, obviously they didn't want to give the Packers any time. You know, maybe they're playing for overtime, but I got a feeling that, I mean, we'll never know. Maybe they would have gone for 2 if they got that touchdown. But yeah, 4th and 1, they go for it all. Nixon just played it perfectly. And if Williams can get more on that ball, that's a touchdown. But we'll take it. Whew. All right. Just a reminder of what's coming up. And we'll take a look. Williams, 19 of 35, 186 yards, 2 touchdowns, had a terrific second half. Pick on the last offensive play for the Bears, trying to win it or tie it up. Took a sack, Enigbare. Bears combined for 138 yards. Swift, 63 yards. Monungai, 57. Very effective running the ball, especially in the second half. Burden, 4 for 67. Loveland, 4 for 29 in the touchdown. Blackwell, no, that was a fumble recovery. Wait, did they cover their own fumble? Yeah. I think it was a kick return or something. C.J. Gardner-Johnson had a big pick for 28 yards, but the Bears didn't convert it. Nixon with the game-winning pick in the end zone. Love was 17 of 25, 234, 3 touchdowns, that 1 pick in the first half. And it was a bad one. Again, I don't think the Bears capitalized. He did take a sack by Sweat. Jacobs with 20 carries for 86 yards and a touchdown. 2-yard touchdown run. His long carry was 21. They combined for 117. Watson, huge day, 4 for 89, 2 touchdowns of, 41 yards, and what was the other one, like 23? Melton, 1 catch, 45 yards, and a touchdown. All right. Thanks, Sue. Sorry about the Bears. Go, Packers, go. Great game, says Alex. All right. Appreciate you all being here. Check the... Yep, we got a final in... Where is it? Rams 45, Cardinals 17 is the final. Texans Chiefs should be good. Again, Sunday night is really difficult. Wish I could for sure know if I had Hawks Ducks, but we're going to do North Florida Gonzaga at 8. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. North Florida's not good. Just trying to do ranked teams, and there was literally nothing else, so... 45. Oh, 67. So their first outright championship since 45. They shared in 67. Gotcha. With Purdue and Minnesota. Interesting. Right. So first outright. That makes sense. Thanks for that, Alex. All right. Gonna rest the voice. Gonna get some dinner. Sinbin Stream, signing out. Wishing you all the best. Hope to see you soon for basketball or hockey. Hopefully more football soon too as well. Thanks for watching. Thanks everybody in the chat, especially. 65% were right on the vote. 17 votes tallied. Again, hope to see you soon. Sinbin Stream saying take care and bye-bye.